welcome to my channel and welcome to this video which we are doing outside today. I hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, I am out and about today guys. I could not resist coming out in nature. It's a fantastic day and it's Wednesday and we all know what Wednesday is, don't we? Odin's Day. Yay! So I thought it would be lovely to come out and give an offering to nature basically on behalf of Odin. So I've brought over some bread and some water. So the bread would be for all the crows and the birds around. Excuse me, I'm just going to sit down a bit better. And we'll give that offering in a little while, but I wanted to talk to people today about I can't think of the word. It's not a burnout. How do we prevent spiritual burnout? Because it is something that affects every one of us, even people like myself. Even though I'm doing videos and stuff, your personal path is between you and the gods. And of course, being human, we are perfectionists, and so we put a lot on ourselves. And I thought it would be good to talk about how we prevent spiritual burnout. It's not easy because we expect so much of each of ourselves. So like, it's a bit like after Christmas and people want to lose weight and they join a gym, and for the first month they go every night, they literally push themselves to the limit. And then they find that they're missing out. They're missing out on what they think they're missing out on. Because they're not seeing quick results, they think they're missing out. So they start to think, oh, I know, oh, I won't go Mondays, I'll go Tuesday and the rest of the week, but I won't go for the whole week. And so it goes, and before you know it, they're back to their old ways, going out, eating, and nothing has changed. It's similar with the spiritual life. Because it's something that you read up, that it's something you must do daily, you should be doing all this daily or you're not going to see any progress. My friends, you are a human being. You have a life which you have to live. You have a family that you have to look after. You have a job that you have to go to. You have probably worries and issues around finances. Different things can affect your spiritual life. Now, there's no way to stop burnout, but there is a way to limit its damage. And I would like to go through a few points of what I do to limit my damage. Excuse me, I'm sick. So, number one is don't expect too much of yourself. And I mean that. Just because it says in the books you must meditate for an hour every day, don't take it literally. If you can find 5 minutes in the morning to stand and appreciate your outdoors, so open your back door or open your street door, look outside, look at nature. If you've got nature around you, even if you live in the city, you can open your door and see some birds. You can see the odd tree here and there. I live in a built-up town, and this is a park. So you can find some areas. So even if you're busy and you're going to be going to work, don't worry. Open your window, open your door, look at the sunlight, and just absorb that. Because meditation comes in many different forms. And yes, there's meditation where you close your eyes and you breathe deeply and you go into this wonderful feeling. But there's also a meditation where you just enjoy what's around you and accept what's around you. And many messages can be put your way through that. So you might get up and feel really agitated, but just looking at that window or taking in that view could make you feel much happier. So that's number one. Don't worry if you can't do too much. Small amount is better than no amount. So you're working with Deity. But you know what? Deity needs time off from you as well. You can't be working with them 24/7. They have other things to be doing apart from being with you. You work with Deity when you feel it's right to work with Deity. So if you want to acknowledge them every day, that's fine. Just light a candle and give an offering mentally to them. You don't have to spend hours talking to your Deity. Sometimes it's a bit like somebody, if you've got someone in a crowd of people that is very boring and they continually talk and talk and talk, what do? Do you answer them or do you block them? Do you walk away? A lot of people would do that. So you've got to realise that if you've got a relationship with Deity, you need to limit how much time, because they will get fed up with keep hearing you going on and on and on, little and often. So, yes, spend their day of the week giving them more time. So, for example, like today, Odin's Day or Woden's Day. So yes, you can give offerings to Odin this day. You can go near trees where he gave his sacrifice, give your sacrifice. You don't have to spend the whole day. You don't have to redo an altar. You don't have to do any of that. Just 10 minutes in nature, give a little offering and remember who he is. And that's all they ask of you. You don't have to be going over the top. Another thing is a lot of people, when they're being very spiritual, will limit their food intake because they think less food makes me more open to spiritual contact. Do you know the one thing that Spirit want from you, and that is for you? You're here to do a job. You're here for a reason. You're a light worker. So you need to be healthy. You need to eat, drink, and keep your body in the right state, because how does a car move if it's not got petrol in it? How does it go? It doesn't. And your body is the same. If you don't put fuel in it, it's not going to go anywhere. So what good are you to your Deity? Yes, you can say, but I spent all that time with you. I did this and I did that. They'll turn around and say, I never knew you, because you did not look after yourselves. Right, so that's 3 points. Another thing is, a lot of people go into nature and they look around and they don't really take it in. Have you actually looked at nature? You're surrounded by beautiful plants, beautiful trees. What is it saying to you? What is it actually saying to you? Well, it speaks volumes, but you need to be open to hear it. Spiritual burnout can last a long time. If you get into that way, you find you're like in a deep pit and you can't claw your way out. So you leave it there and you feel bad, but you can't do anything about it. That, my friends, is when you have gone completely on a burnout. But you feel bad and your conscience is pricking you. No, this is not a good thing, because you are also, there is a little light still there, otherwise it wouldn't concern you. So what you need to do is nurture that little flame. Start to look at videos on spirituality. Start to limit your time on worldly things like some of the soap operas and things like that. Try to, I don't know, but if you spend more time around good spiritual things, that will make you more inclined to want to do things. Another good thing is if you use certain music for ritual, for example, you can play that music and it will rekindle those memories and it will rekindle those rituals, and that will start to build, like when you build a fire up, it will start to put the kindle wood onto it and the flame will get stronger. Another thing is, a lot of people, when they're moving away from their spirituality, if they're in a group, for example, or they have friends who are the same, they will tend to limit the time they spend with those people. And I liken it to a bit like if you hold a book, you've got your hand holding that book, yeah, up in the air, 5 fingers, well, 4 fingers and a thumb. Now, you limit your time, you take 1 finger away, and you can still hold on, but not holding on as securely. Leave it a little while longer, and yet another thing goes. You've only got 2 fingers and 1 thumb holding it. Again, you put things away, out of mind, out of sight, and another finger comes away from the book. It's getting tottery now. You've only got, it's heavy. It's a heaviness on you. You feel heavy. You know what you're doing is not good for your soul. And then eventually you forget, and that last finger and thumb drop away. And you're in that place where no one can reach you. You don't want to hear from friends that's involved in it. You don't want to read books on it. You don't want to see anything to do with it. You feel guilty when you see all your altars that have gone dusty and you haven't put any offerings and there's no flowers. It's going to take a lot to pull you back from that. If ever, there have been some people that have gone completely away because of burnout. They did too much, too quickly. It's like anything, if you cook a dinner, it takes time to cook. You can't do it just like that. So my friends, what I'm trying to say is to avoid complete burnout. You keep the things that are easy to do and make you feel that you're doing something which will make your conscience better, which will make you feel more happy about it. So, for example, if you don't want to go to a group, you could ring one of them up and chat to them. If you don't want to go into nature, have some plants on your window ledge and just absorb the energies from them. If you don't want to do ritual, just wait for the full moon and just absorb the energy. Just stand under it and don't say anything, just stand there and absorb those energies. You will start to feel better, and eventually you'll want to clean your altar. You'll want to meet more than one of these people. You'll want to maybe consider doing a small ritual. You'll start to long to be under the moon. You'll start to feel that you are your old self again, and eventually it will pick up and you'll be able to get back to where you were. Spiritual burnout is a real thing, and it can be disastrous for people who are light workers, and it doesn't just happen to us witches. It happens to nuns, it happens to priesthood, it happens to all types of religions. So I hope some of these things have helped, and also looking at this beautiful scenery. Now, it is Odin's Day, as I said, and I'm going to give an offering. I really want to give an offering. So what I'm going to do my offering now to Odin. So I thought what I'd do is I'd say what I want to say. And guys, it's just some bread and some water. That's all it is. But it's the intent. It's the intent behind it. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to do the offering, but I'm also going to say a few words to Odin, and then once that's done, I will give my offering, yeah? So what I want to do is I want to say, Hail Odin, the god of sacrifice, of war, god of all our strength and might, god of mystical, god of witchcraft, god of all that we need, the wanderer, the soul of enlightenment, the wisdom. We call upon you this day, O Odin, my Odin, the one that I can come to, All Father, with anything and tell you, for you understand. Today is your day, and because of this, I give you my offering today, and I ask that you send an understanding of how I may heal myself from my problem at this precise moment of time, the thing that is keeping me in a nasty situation. I need clarification, so as I give my offering to you today, Odin, please could you enlighten me with your strength and your understanding in this situation. Thank you. I also petition on behalf of all the people watching this video today. I petition on their behalf that if they are going through any spiritual burnout, that they will find a way back to you, O Father. And we're on this wonderful day, beautiful day. I'm going to give my offering to you now. Thank you. And with that, guys, I will just take the stuff over and put it by the tree. Okay? Enjoy the feast. Hail Odin. Hail Odin. Hail Odin. Please accept this spirit on behalf of Odin's name. Please accept this offering. Okay. And that, my friends, is how you give an offering to the animals, to Odin, to the nature around you, and it's also how you make yourself feel better. Also, you can petition the gods at the time of their day, and in honour of them, they will reply. You will get a reply. Anyway, guys, I know it's the end of the film. I'm going to leave it there because I'm busy today. I've got lots to do, but I hope this has been some sort of help to you, and I'm going to leave it there. Thank you to any new subscribers. Thank you to those that have returned, and to all my followers, thank you so much. Without you, it would not be. So wherever you are, whatever time, day, night or evening it may be, I wish you the best day ever. And if you've got sunshine, go out and enjoy it. Hausa for lang.